Hey, Scott Lara, president of militaryfairs.com, your one-stop shop for travel. If you're a member of the military, if you're a veteran like I am, or a family member of a military person, go to militaryfairs.com for hotels, airfare, all-inclusive resorts, and cruises. So militaryfairs.com, I'll tell you, the best part of my job is getting those great discounts for our members of the military and veterans. Saving money is just one of my top priorities. And I think that, we as veterans or even as active duty military people, we're all on a budget, right? We're trying to save money where we can. And I can tell you, when I go to a Jaguars game here in Jacksonville, I love it when they say, "Veterans, please stand up. Thank you for your service." And that means a lot to me. It really does. And I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm proud of it. I was in the Navy from 79 to 88. I was a radarman on the Morrison FFG-13 and Ticonderoga CG-47. I was an instructor at the Hydrofoil Squadron down in Key West. And I also worked at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, where I ran a hospital barracks. So I've had a great Navy career. But again, it goes back to what can companies do for members of the military and veterans. And that's why I'm so proud to be president of militaryfairs.com, because giving discounts or receiving discounts on travel is huge. I can tell you, when I was in the Navy, I went all over the world: Italy, Spain, France, been to Gibraltar, been to the Caribbean, been all over. Suez Canal, Red Sea, Panama Canal. But that's when I was in the Navy. That wasn't with my wife and kids. And now that I'm a civilian and a veteran, I'm able to take my wife and kids to these places that I went to when I was in the service. And I took my wife to Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Martinique, St. Barth, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, San Juan, been all over. And so being able to share those destinations with my wife has been great. And of course, sharing those destinations with my two grandsons has been fun also. And so what I'm trying to say is that, we got spring, we got summer, we have all this opportunity here to take vacations or take trips. And I'm just glad that militaryfairs.com is a place where you can come, where your families can come, where veterans can come to get discounts on travel. Now, I love cruising. I have over 150 days on Holland America Line, over 75 days on Carnival. I've been on Virgin Voyages, MSC, NCL, Royal Caribbean. I love cruising. I'll tell you why. You go, unpack once, and you wake up in a different port almost every day. And that's where I go back to on Holland America, that 14-day southern cruise, or actually two of them my wife and I went on: Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, Martinique, St. Barth, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, San Juan, Puerto Rico. I had a blast. And so cruising is fun for me. Unpack only once, great food, great entertainment, accommodations are good. Of course, now you can get bottom of the barrel. You can get an inside cabin. You can get an ocean view cabin where you either have a circle, you look out a window, or a square, it could be a square, you look out the window. You can get a balcony cabin where you sit out there and enjoy the sea spray, or especially if you're going to Alaska, that's kind of fun, having a balcony there. I have a friend right now, Doug Parker with Cruise Radio. He and a bunch of other influencers are on the Sun Princess. They're in Turkey today, so they're overseas. But the point is that cruising is a lot of fun. It's a great experience. Now, a lot of people will say, "I don't want to be stuck on a ship." I get that. So that's why, when COVID hit, I pivoted to all-inclusive resorts. And I especially want to thank the Palladium Hotel Group, because Palladium said, "Hey, Scott." And I said, "Hey, what?" "We want you to come to Cancun. We want you to come to the Dominican Republic. We want you to come to Jamaica and experience our properties." And so I did. And if you look at my YouTube channel, if you just type in Scott Lara, Lara, you'll see all my videos to all the Palladium resorts I went to. And I guess the number one question I get is, what's my favorite resort? Well, the answer to that question is whatever resort I am at on that day. So I've been to Jamaica. I liked it. I've been to Costa Mujeres, which is just north of Cancun. Loved it. Newer, great rooms. Then you got Riviera Maya, TRS Yucatan, which is about an hour and a half south of the Cancun airport. Jungle atmosphere, a lot of flora, a lot of fauna, a lot of shade. Because my wife, I got blonde hair and I'm fair skinned, my wife wants me to stay in the shade. been to the Dominican Republic, TRS Turquesa and Grand Palladium Bavaro down there in Dominican Republic. And that was a great experience. So all I'm saying is, I'm 62 years old, right? And whatever age you are, we have time. That's the only thing we have in common is time. And if we take that time to travel, to see new places, to experience new cultures, either by ourselves, if you're a solo traveler, if you're a couple, or if you're with your family, then I encourage you to kind of do what I'm doing and traveling and seeing the world while we have this time here. A good friend of mine, Gary Vaynerchuk, who is a social media person, reminds his viewers that it's a 400 trillion to 1 shot that you are a human being. 2 or 3 things could have been different when you back in the day, and you may not even be here. And so that's why I'm very thankful and very grateful, for this at bat here at Life. And that's why I'm encouraging you to travel. Maybe you can't, this week, next month, next year, but when that time is ready for you to travel, when you can, definitely take advantage of that, because this is all we have. And I've enjoyed traveling. I still enjoy traveling. My wife and I were just on the Icon of the Seas, the largest cruise ship in the world, a couple of weeks ago. Last year, I was on MSC Seashore, and I was on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. And as I said, over 150 days on Holland American Line, over 75 days on Carnival. I was on the Blake Shelton cruise. I was on the Groove cruise, which is a electronic dance music cruise. And all those experiences have really helped me in life, just to be able to do those things. And I was talking to my best friend a little while ago, and he's talking about coming to work every day at the 9 to 5, and yeah, we can get in that grind, and we kind of look in the rearview mirror and like, oh my gosh, I've worked all this time, what's it all about? And so that's why I think travel enhances your spirit, it enhances your soul, gives you a great outlook, and to see those new experiences, meet new people, experience new cultures, I think it's really good. So go to militaryfares.com. If you're a veteran, if you're a member of the military, if you're a family member of a military person, go to militaryfares.com, book that trip, book that cruise, that all-inclusive resort, book that airfare, book that hotel. And if you need help with cruises directly, I'd like to help you with that. I can talk to you about that and help you get the right one. And you can email me directly, scott@militaryfares.com. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you all watching the videos this week, and we'll see you again next week. Thanks.